We are back here on United today. Thank you very much for joining us. We had to take this short break. Please bear with us. We are very sorry for that. We had to take this short break so we could recharge because it's going to be a busy summer. There is a lot more that we'll be bringing your way here on this channel. The Euros will be on, the Copa America will be on, off-season news on United, a lot of podcasts, all on this channel in the summer and ahead of the new season that will be coming up. So we needed to take a few days break to cool off and get ourselves ready for you. But we are back here on United today. The podcast will be on or resume very, very soon, where we'll have our guys to discuss all the issues that's happening around the club and also a few more stories that are making rounds. We'll also be bringing them to you here on United today and other subsequent editions on this channel. My name is Kwame and we've got news, but not any clear news on Erik Ten Hag's future because the season review is still ongoing. What is really happening? Well, we'll be getting you a few updates on that. United have released a list of players being retained at the club and players that are making their way out of the club. We'll be getting news on that piece as well, and also a few more issues on the transfer market, players getting ready for the Euros. Some of the injured players are getting ready to play for their countries in the Euros. We'll be bringing you an update on that here on United Today. Please, if this is your first time, please remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let's grow this community together. We are grateful to you all for subscribing. If you've subscribed, thank you very much. But if you've not subscribed, please remember to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell, so anytime a new episode drops, it will come to you directly, so you can be quick to join and enjoy all the action that we've prepared for you. Please remember to like the videos. We beg you, like the videos, and also leave a comment on all the issues that we discuss here on United Today. Let's make a quick turnaround. When we come back, I unpack everything for you here on United Today. All right, thank you very much for joining United today. Like I said, please remember to subscribe if this is your first time, and also hit the notification bell. Please like the video; it's very, very important to us. So, where do we start from? So, after almost 2 weeks of completing the FA Cup, we are still awaiting news on the future of Erik Ten Hag. Will he stay? Will he be allowed to leave the club? Well, as it stands, the season review is still ongoing, so there isn't any news yet on whether Erik Ten Hag stays or not. Now, Ineos have been very, very tight-lipped on this particular situation. Erik Ten Hag is in Ibiza having his holiday and is also awaiting to see whether he will still be coach of Manchester United or not. So as things stand now, the news on Erik Ten Hag's future hasn't been declared yet, whether he continues as coach of the club or whether he stays. And it has left a lot of fans in a certain state where some are even branding the new co-owners as Glazers 2.0 or Glazers version 2, because fans would have expected that some of these things are quickly, swiftly dealt with, so that we can quickly move on to the transfers and know which coach we are moving into the next season with. But it looks as if all of these things haven't been resolved yet, so it has left a lot of fans on social media very agitated. Not too sure. I don't know whether it's PTSD on the part of the fans. I mean, people are not so clear what to expect from this new ownership, because it looks as if it's delayed in terms of the decision that has to be made. But we still have to wait and see what the new ownership are doing with regards to the coach, whether he stays or whether he leaves. So there is still no clear news on Erik Ten Hag's future. We are waiting to see what the season review will come in. Now, James from The Guardian, a journalist from The Guardian, has reported that it won't go beyond this week. And many other journalists in the UK are predicting that it won't go beyond this week. We are likely to hear from the club this week with regards to whether Erik Ten Hag stays or whether he's moved on for another coach to make way. But the news of Ineos interviewing other coaches is still on. So what it means is that should in case Ineos fires Erik Ten Hag or parts ways with Erik Ten Hag, there's going to be a new coach. So I'm assuming that perhaps they are trying to get all of these things resolved as quickly as possible so that should in case the coach goes, a new coach comes in as quickly as possible so things will go on. But let's hear from you. Do you really, really want Erik Ten Hag to stay? Do you really want him to move on? Let's hear from you in the comment section what you think with regards to this particular development. Now, let's quickly switch attention to the club itself. Earlier in the course of the day, the club have released a statement with regards to players that are staying and players that are leaving. Quite a number of names were in there that will be leaving the club. Some players have had their contracts ended or their contracts have come to an end. As a result of that, the club have offered some of these players an opportunity to move on, and others, new contracts have been presented to them and all of that. One player that will be leaving is one popular player you all know, Brandon Williams, been with the club since 2020, joined from the academy, has been at the club since age 9, came in 2020, played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and made his debut in 2020, has gone on loan to several clubs. His last loan was at Ipswich. Last season he was at Norwich City, and this time around he ended his loan spell at Ipswich, and as his contract is ending, Brandon Williams will be leaving the club. Not him alone, some players have had their contracts end and the club have made proposals to them. Some two young players, Shola Shoritiri and Omari Forson, have been presented with new contracts, but news coming out is that these two players are likely to decline and move away from the club. But from the club's website, it has stated that these players have been given a new contract, and as a result of that, the club is awaiting from them. But it looks as if these two players will be leaving Manchester United. Now, some players that are on the retention list, but the other two players whose contract have also ended and the club has also made proposals to, and that is Tom Heaton and then Johnny Evans, caused a lot of uproar on social media. People are asking, why are you keeping these players? They are old. Why are you keeping how are you keeping Johnny Evans still in the club? Well, the club has made proposals or are in negotiation with these players to see if they will be giving them new opportunities to stay beyond this season. So all of these things haven't been concluded yet. So these two players, they are on the retention list. Is the popular Mason Greenwood. His situation hasn't been resolved yet. It's expected that he's sold by the club this season. His situation hasn't been resolved yet, so as a result of that, he's still on the retention list. But we'll see how things go with Mason Greenwood. Now, on to other transfer stories. So it's been reported that one popular player who has been on the transfer list of some top clubs, including the likes of Real Madrid, Yoro Mina, who plays for Lille, Club Sports Lille. We are preparing a bid for the player himself and Ignacio of Sporting. These are two players that United are preparing bids for. These are two defenders, two central defenders, one left-footed, one right-footed, and we are preparing a bid for them. A bid in excess of £51 million for both players have been prepared, and it's likely that United would want to make a move for any of these players. So Yoro, but the news, especially on Yoro, indicates that he's still on Madrid's list, and Madrid have asked the player to wait for them. And as a result of that, a lot of United fans are very, very skeptical as to whether this deal will be happening or not. When you go in competition with Real Madrid for players, you know what happens. They blow you out of the waters because of their appeal. A well-run club, so a lot of these youngsters would want to go in there and ply their trade for them. So the biggest club now, no doubt. Between the two of us, it's between the two of us, Manchester United and Real Madrid. But Real Madrid, sporting wise, doing a lot of things better than us. So when they go in for a player, it becomes very difficult for you. So Lenny, Yoro, a player from Lille, 18-year-old, very, very good player. On the radar for Manchester United. We are preparing a bit, but it looks as if Real Madrid is turning the head of the player and asking the player to wait for a while so that they come for him. As to whether this materializes, we'll be wait to see how things go with regards to that. Another player that United are in for is Milos Kekes. Kekes plays for AFC Bournemouth. Now, he's a left back. As it's been reported here on United Today and across other social media platforms, United are in for a left back. Luke Shaw, Tyrell Malacia played very little football last season. Malacia didn't play football at all. So United have made it a priority to get a left back. And a lot of names have come up. Aït-Nouri. Now new names coming on is Milos Kekes. According to Fabrizio Romano, United have been in touch with the players' representatives and are looking forward to, bringing him in, and we'll see how things go with regards to Milos Kekes, whose father is his agent, has the picture of the Manya village on his Instagram. So a lot of people are insinuating that Milos Kekes might be the guy after all. But Bournemouth are not going to make it easy at all for us because they'll be asking for a substantial fee for Milos Kekes. Premier League experience comes with a lot of, a lot more price tag, a lot more on the price tag for the players. So we'll see how this one particularly goes. Let's end with Jadon Sancho. It's been said that Borussia Dortmund are not treating him as a priority. So Sancho is not a priority for Borussia Dortmund. After all that they've been saying and after all that their Twitter accounts or their X accounts have been trolling a lot of United fans, it looks as if Sancho is not a priority for Borussia Dortmund. As a result of that, Sancho's future would have to be resolved one way or the other by Man United. We would have to see where exactly it ends Jadon Sancho. So we would see how all of these things go, all of these things pan out here on United Today. We'll bring you a lot more updates. Remember, the transfer window opens very soon. We'll be having a special feature on the transfers till the transfer window closes here on United Today. The Euros will be up. We'll be doing a few more discussions, a few more podcasts covering some of the games that will be coming. We'll be bringing you a lot of discussions on that and the Copa America as well here on this channel. This is how I end today's edition of United Today. Thanks very much. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great time. Thanks for sticking with us. Remember to subscribe and like and be with us. Leave a comment on all the things that we discussed. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great time.